In this video, we're going to be talking about making your beginner chords sound full. All right. When you hear people say that, most of the time they're talking about triads and things like that. But in my opinion, triads are not beginner chords, they're just foundation. Okay. So we have to change the way we think about that. But in my experience, it's just really making your chords sound better. Right. And in this video, I'm going to give you guys some tips to help with that. One of the first things I would say when trying to improve your chords as a beginner is just having good sounds in general. I'm gonna leave a link below to my favorite keyboards and synths and software and things that I recommend for you as well. So having good sounds is a good start. So I have a Nord Electro 6 that I'm playing right now. Right, and here's the Studio Grand 2. Right? Sounds beautiful. And that's the first step to having good full chords is having a good piano sound. Okay. All right. So the next thing that I recommend for making your piano chords sounding more full is learning inversions. I have an inversions course on my site. And if you're interested, go check that out. The link will be in the description below. All right. So, if you have your regular triads, if we start on the C major triad, right? This is root position. You want to learn all of your inversions, right? First inversion, second inversion, and you want to learn how to play that in both hands too. So, grab it in your left hand, all right? First inversion, second inversion, right? My favorite inversion for triads are second inversions. So you want to make sure you're learning those for your major and minor chords, right? These are the most popular chords that you're going to be using in songs. Okay, so we have this C major in second inversion, have a C minor in second inversion. Okay. So this is the next thing. And the tips that I'm telling you are appropriate for playing in a band, right? So you want to just get started earlier. Don't wait. So yeah, the next one is dynamics, right? You want to play your chords with the right volume, and this also incorporates your left hand. So one thing you can do to add to your chord is just play octaves in your left hand. So if we're playing a C chord in our right hand, we're going to play two C's in our left, right? Now, what I'm doing now is just playing all of the notes at the same volume, right? It lifted the sound a little bit, but since everything is at the same volume, it's really hard to get a full sound, right? Now, if I play everything loud, right, same thing, doesn't really stand out. Now, what I'm going to do is play my right hand louder, slightly louder than my left hand, right? It opens up the sound, makes it more full, right? Okay. So now, the next thing we can do is layer, right? A lot of times you don't need more notes in your chord, right? Sometimes you just need to add some more sounds, right? So right here, I have a string sound, a simple string sound, and I'm going to keep the same chords while still incorporating the previous tips that I recommended, right? A lot of times the sounds just do the work for you, right? Now I'm going to layer an organ. Right? Bring the strings down a little bit. Okay. Very simple, very straightforward. Now, another tip is to add variations in your left hand, right? So what I mean by that is if you've been practicing your inversions in both hands, which you should, so if you're playing a root position triad in your right hand, right? Maybe add a first inversion triad in your left, right? Just to create a little variety, okay? Bring the organ down a little bit, right? Or you can play the, second inversion in your left hand, and then play the root position in your right. It just adds a little bit more fullness to the sound. It's not crazy. It's not over the top. It's just a little bit, right? We got to learn how to do a little bit, right? What else can we do? We can double the chords, play them the same way. If, you're playing a root position in your right, play a root position in your left. It just fills up the sound. Play one slightly higher than the other. Right? Play them at the same volume. Okay. So yeah, this is something that you can start doing immediately, right? Having good sounds from the beginning helps, right? Inversions, dynamics, layering your sounds, and adding variations to the left hand, right? Or doubling what you're doing in your right. Okay. These are tips that you're going to use in a band setting. So you want to just get started working on them right now. All right. So that's pretty much it for this video. These are very practical tips that you can use right away. Okay. And if you want to take your piano playing and your piano journey further, consider joining DB Music Academy, my online platform where I'm helping musicians just like you take your plan to the next level through content, community, and coaching. If this seems like a good fit for you, click the link below, and I would love to help you take your plan to the next level. All right. Peace.